Hello. Everybody's having a nice Thursday. It's Thursday. Time is weird when you're on holiday. It's Thursday. So, thought I'd do another stream on San Francisco build I've been doing. Hey Brent. I haven't streamed all of it. Things that I've done off camera, I'll show some. One just because I wanted to see how it worked before I tried streaming it. And others just because I didn't think it was that interesting. Most of it though, I think I've streamed. So today, I think a couple things. First off, I decided I didn't like the secondary armament that the kit came with, so bought some new ones. What's happening? Wait, backwards. So the kit parts for these, I mean, they're not bad. Don't get me wrong. Okay, yeah, they're actually kind of bad. They're actually really bad. But you know, they're serviceable, I guess. That's the wrong. Where are my kit instructions? I wanted to show you what they look like. I don't remember what the instructions. Oh, here. So the 5-inch guns, which are these. Very simple. Can't get this working today. Very simple kit. Not a lot to them. It's just very simple detail. And the 1.1-inch anti-aircraft guns are even worse. They are not even really to scale. Is there a picture? Yeah. So, sweet. That's what the 1.1-inch anti-aircraft guns look like in the kit, and this is what they're supposed to look like in reality. So, detail's just not really there. It's serviceable. I even have photo etch that was supposed to replace the 1.1-inch guns, but it's photo etch, so it was just flat. I had separate barrels that I was going to try to put together. It was going to end up being a larger project than I wanted. So I got these placements from veteran models. They have all kinds of nice stuff. And thought I would probably not put all of them together today because I need to put together 8 of the 5-inch guns and 4 of the 1-inch guns. But I thought what I might do is 1 or 2 of each just to get them on stream, spend a little time on the camera, and upload them so that they're there on for a little while and then YouTube later. So we'll do that. We'll also do, time allows, the second of the 2 float planes. So that was the thing that I did off camera to make sure that I could even do it without cursing much. Zoom in, maybe up. There we go. There we go. So you can see bronze photo etch that I had to replace on the float plane to replace what were, quite frankly, here. Do it, camera. Why are you being stubborn today? Please focus. No, anyway. Camera issues. Sorry. Anyway, they're much much too thick, very much out of scale. I mean, you can see the focus that there's a structure to them, right? There's an N shape or a V shape to the struts that are not there in the plastic, and so it just doesn't look very good. So I think read that when you see what probably what I'll do, because this actually took a couple hours of trial and error, is what I'll do is start it, and then some things have to dry. So while things are drying, then I'll work on the guns, the secondary armament build. So hopefully we can get through all that today. I always tend to overestimate how fast I can get through things, so I might not be able to. This also actually isn't quite complete, same with the prop. It's close. So we'll do that and see what we can get to the next couple hours. So, show you what we're working with. It's kind of neat that Trumpeter does produce this in clear plastic. It gives you the opportunity to basically mask off canopy while it's it. And after you paint it, you can pull that mask off, and you now have a clear canopy. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to put a tarp over it, because they really would have been tarped when they weren't about to be, just to protect the canopy from sea spray and damage and stuff. So, but what we need to do is remove a lot of existing plastic. So we've got on the floats, we've got these struts that need to come off. The upper wing is itself, and there are 4 clear plastic struts, and you can maybe see they're just solid. There's no reality to the structure there. It doesn't look like it's supposed to. Like I say, it works. It's just wrong. Like, I've got to take those off and clean that down. Take the prop off. It does have a obscenely out of scale plastic prop, and we'll see if we can get this together. I want to start with that, and what I'll start with, I'll get the two fuselage halves glued together and attached to the lower wing, and then we may go ahead and attach the photo etch to the upper wing, but I think I want to do that. I'll see how that goes. So let's get started and just see how far we go. One of the things that surprised me about this when I was building the first one was that the clear plastic that they actually pretty soft. A lot of times you get clear plastic like this, it's very brittle, very difficult to work. So I was a little concerned when I was doing this the first time that I wouldn't really be able to see what I was doing. Still not being able to see it. I was really concerned that the plastic would just be so brittle that it would snap as I was trying to clean it up, because I cut these plastic bits off. And I was so concerned about it, I actually sourced 3D printed aftermarket components. I need to put this to the other side. Oop, that one. Always seems to fall in the wrong spot. That's better. I actually tried to source 3D printed aftermarket versions of this in case it just wasn't feasible, or I screwed it up somehow, so that I had a little bit more confidence when I started actually cutting on this, that I would have some at the end to replace what I screwed up if I indeed ended up messing something up. But the first one went pretty well. I only had to redo it once, and that was because I was dumb and let the glue dry to the tweezers. So when I tried to take it off the tweezers, yeah, that didn't go very well, I'd imagine. So I only had to do that one twice, so I'm hopefully I can only have to do this one once. Let's see. I'm gonna be using white glue the whole time. Basically, it's basically white glue. Probably don't have to in this case. So the primary reason I did that to begin with is because super glues or typical cement for plastic parts will cloud their plastic, so it's no clear. And when I started this the first time, I wasn't sure if I was going to try to leave the canopy clear or not. And I'm still not, to be sure. I'm 100% sure. I'm probably going to tarp it. But if I used these other options, then I'm kind of forcing my hand, tarping it. So this gives me a little bit of flexibility. It allows me to choose down the road to tarp. So I tend to just the same kind of ammunition primer thing, and then I've got this Formula 560. It's basically Elmer's glue. It's white glue that I like to use on. So there. That's enough doing today. Although it dries too, so probably have to refill. It's piecemeal. Just so you can see with, so I'm gonna keep that the whole time. So parts together. Test fit them first always. That there's not something that's going to keep apart, and indeed there is here. I did see a bit of a bump left from the re-material. Clean that up so it will sit flat. Yep. So doubly hard to see, probably because it's small and a clear piece. Let's see what. That's the toothpick of glue. The other thing I like about this glue is clear, so you're not going to have obvious residual after you put parts together. Typically, I mean, you can definitely overdo it and end up with a splotch of glue. So it looks cloudy now, dry, clear. So we don't want to mess with this too much, let it sit, dry. Just gonna close pin it together. Dries nice and secure. End up. So we're gonna set that aside for that dry. Go ahead and clean up lower wing because we want to attach that next. San Francisco had typically 4 observation planes. Had 2 when she was early in the war. She had 2 launchers, catapults, starboard, out amidships. After the 2 funnels. Later in the war, they did take off one of them. I can't remember. Starboard. They ended up taking one because they'd added a bunch of radar equipment and fire control, anti-aircraft guns, and a lot of weight. They ended up taking off one of the 2 catapults. Don't think they reduced her count of aircraft, but in the 42 fit, like I'm building, she had to build those catapults on a previous string. And she had a little hangar deck. It was kind of the aftmost superstructure in which they were stored. This is the upper wing. Maybe now that it's off the tree, you can see the very thick struts, or approximations of struts, that we want to place. Again, they're not unreasonable, definitely not right. But there's only so much you can do with injection plastic. When I was looking up replacements, I did find a fully 3D printed replacement, and it looked fantastic. I was very tempted by them, but they were like $20 each. And so I thought I'd try this first, and I was pleased enough with the way it came out that I did not feel the need to spend $20 on it. So what this would have looked like, didn't clean it up. It has 2 little indentions on the lower wing, struts, did it on the upper wing, get the nice little biplane structure around the fuselage board. We're not doing that. This was the part that gave me anxiety. First time it's kind of personal was dropping these guys off. So that's done. It's kind of hard to change that. Buzzing my phone is this front-facing camera. Weather channel is telling us we are advisory. So I've clipped them as close as I can. The cutters. And now I'll clean them with. So I'm trying not to remove some of the other detail that's on here. There are some minor detail on some of the ribbing. No idea if it's. I suspect there should be more. But again, satisfied enough with what this is going to look like when it's done. Plus it's going to be painted. But I think it will serve its purpose quite well. Because in the grand scheme, of course, this is going to be a minor component. I like to run my fingernail over a spot that I've just tried to clean to see if it's caught on anything. Helps me find bump or lump needs to be up a little bit. It's a nice clean location for the photo etch to be attached. Hope the music isn't too loud. I changed services, so I was using Twitch's rec service, which worked pretty well, but I guess they weren't getting enough traction with it and stopped providing it. So this is actually a chill hot radio. It's one I listen to sometimes on for this, but they have a bunch of music that you can use both in your Twitch stream and VODs, which is nice. You couldn't do that. Just soundtrack it only played during your stream, excluded VOD. Which meant there was a lot of silence in my previous videos after the fact. So after a while, I ran out of things to do. This one, as long as you credit on the stream, so I have a little panel that I added for them, and in VOD description, YouTube's videos, then are protected from copyright claims. Not that I monetize this channel. That's really matters for me. But just keeps things cleaner. Alright, so we have now cleaned up the attachment points for those ridiculously thick struts. It does scratch the plastic up a little bit, but again, I mean, this isn't gonna remain clear, so I'm not overly concerned with that. So let's check on the fuselage. Out there pretty well. Do now is attach the wing. Doesn't fit great, unfortunately. So my last experience, it's got a little cutout that you probably see there on the bottom half. Or behind it, maybe. That the wing root sit into. Doesn't out quite nicely. It's like nothing really to align it with, so you kind of have to eyeball it a little bit. So I just tested the fit to make sure that there wasn't any extra plastic laying around. Just from lying like I needed to. Make sure that the wings are swept in the correct direction. So let's just satisfied though I am, as I've said. It's finally built out. Impressed by this particular component of the build. It's not trying to get everything lined up right is not always straightforward. Normally I say don't overdo it with the glue. It's still true. Or this glue is very thin. It's too blow into the gaps pretty well. So I want to make sure that there are no gaps and it's covering all of the contact, because there will be a lot of tension in this joint when we start trying to add the upper wing. Sure that we have a rigid bond between fuselage. Keeps wanting to shift off center. Had a lot of trouble with this the first time too. I think that did it. Touch seems to move it though. Okay, I think, gosh, centered. More to the fuselage gap that's before. Set this aside for a minute. Let dry, and hopefully everything is drying in the right place. Good news is the white glue is very easy to break the bond if necessary. So I want that to dry really well. I think I'm going to pause the float plane and take a look at the secondary armament. So again, this is from Veteran Models. Very simple, but adds quite a bit of detail, and I'll show you how it compares at the end. So what do we get in here? Pieces that I think are probably 3D printed. And some photo etch. And each of these boxes has 4. I need 8 for San Francisco. So let's see what's got here. Depending on how easy these are to build, I may go ahead and just build 4 of them, 1 box worth. These are quite nicely detailed. Got came up with something else. We've got what basically amounts to the base plate. Then various other, including gun. Quite honest, I don't know. Let's show you comparison parts. See what they even are. I'll quickly build one of these and show you the detail or lack thereof. Comparing to. I'll do this for the as well. So if we were just using the kit part, it's just the 2 pieces. It's the base mount. And the gun. That's it. So we build this real quick just as a reference. And it's not bad. It's really not. It's better than I thought, to be honest. It's not bad. That's what we're comparing to. It's not bad, it's just not the greatest. Instead, we have this as a base. And you won't be able to see it in the camera, but it actually has a tread pattern to the base plate. So that's quite impressive. And also has the pedestal that it sits upon to rotate. And just a lot more detail in the gun mount itself. So let's see how this does. I'm gonna have to use super glue. These are very small parts, so I'm trying to be quite it would be very easy to accidentally jump too much. There's a base plate. See it? Base. Let's move. It's extra part. So we basically have to attach these small parts here. So I'm going to just break the little tree apart. Keep them in order so that I know what's what. I'll split that tree into its 5 component pieces. Need to lower pedestal piece up a little bit. This is where real sharp clippers or very sharp X-Acto knife handy. The excess here. So again, just using my Bob Smith Industries super glue. There are lots of good glues out there. Got pretty good results out of these. So again, just using that same little tray. Some super glue now. Different toothpick. A little bit of glue. I'm almost sad to cover up the detail on there because there's actually rivets. So we've got the mount where it mounts to the deck. This lower piece. hard to focus. Sorry. Zoom out. To help. Got this little small square piece. That's where it attaches to the deck, and then the rest of that is the plate that will rotate. I won't now because I glued it in place, but reality would have rotated. Instructions are not fantastic. These are the entire instructions. Not great. There. So, let's see. I have to get my nerd glasses on. Nerd glasses. Our parts are too small for me to see. I'm trying to figure out where it's telling me these are small pieces. Alright, so this part. Very tiny detail, as seems to be the case of late, so we didn't actually see it. Just for that. I also have no idea what these pieces are, so I'm afraid I can't talk about them either. Wouldn't know what I'm talking about. So I've misplaced this. this is thrilling content. Considering 2 minutes. Oh, that's wrong. Alright, you're not gonna be able to see it very well. This says cut your covering piece into a circle, right here. Well, the little clear piece that maybe now you can see was sitting on top of the vertical and top part of the beam. It's the same frickin' color. Oh, wow, that's special. Special. Ugh. Fortunate. I was getting kind of perturbed because I figured out where it's supposed to go, what it's supposed to look like, but I couldn't find the frickin' thing. Oy. That's why these things take so long. And my ineptitude. That's another story. So. Again, I'm dealing with tiny pieces, on top of tiny pieces, and I'm afraid I won't be able to actually show you what I'm doing. But this very tiny piece goes on the right side of gun mount. Looks like it might be a seat, honestly. But the scale, I don't know. Teeny tiny, so teeny tiny that it's one of those things that you squeeze the tweezers too tight, it's gonna walk off into space and you never. So we're going to rub it. Let's see if we can. So we're not in the way. Actually, where's this piece? Approximately where it's supposed to go. That seems approximately right, so approximately place. It's one of the 2 tiny pieces I need on that side. Here's the big under glasses. Very tiny. So honestly, these tiny detailed pieces isn't why I bought the kit piece, these extra pieces. Quite frankly, I could probably put these things on, or not put these things on, and nobody would notice. They're that small. Again, on the grand scheme of the entire ship. This level of detail is probably silly deep. Problem is, again, the instructions are things. So go with approximately. pieces. They're so small. So I'm just slightly rolled and I can't. Again, you're not really gonna be shove. Okay, we'll find it. If I find it, I'll come back. Oh. I'm gonna do the gun last, I think. Two ledge railings. So, let's see. There are two railings per gun. Specific to the open mount version, which this is. Seems like it's got a plastic wrap. Take the first one off. Using my tile off to the side here, I can see it. It's a bathroom tile basically that I used as a bird backing to remove photo etch from tree. Clean it up. They do need to be bent. So I have a pair of bending tweezers. There's no real detail, so the side seems the same as the other. Lower part, bottom. So 3. Spot. Of sets of railings for this first gun. Seems. have a little detail to it, not much, just a little. This one again needs to be bent, and the bottom. Railings. That's the last. And lastly, so I have this replacement variables. Add it. Let's compare the picture. Not really impressed with documentation here. It's kind of so, let's see if I can zoom on this enough. So, original kit piece, aftermarket. I don't know, what do you guys think? There's definitely more detail on the aftermarket. Whether it's worth the amount of time I just go through together. Leave it up to you to decide. However, won't force you to watch me. That was slow and painful. So I think what we will do is go back to the biplane. Five-inch guns away from me. I'll probably end up doing this. Finishing these. Because they are superior. There's little doubt to that. As nice as I had hoped they'd be. Excuse me. So, I don't know. I think that's an improvement. Again, whether or not it was worth the time. So we will put that aside for now. Like I said, we will what are the 1.1 guns before? Let's get back to the biplane. Let's see. So we now have looks like a sturdy base. Seems like got the so now what we need to do is add the photo etch to the other side of the upper wing. So first off, we need these 4 parts. 2, 4. The rest of this in this little area is for the boats, props, which the outer struts. Sorry, not the camera. Set it to fuselage. They're not called struts. I've been told, Dad, struts attached to the fuselage. So the double-sided bracket towards the back. So here we have the upper wing, side of it, that direction. I'm sorry, still focused on most. Just this way. You can actually do it. Alright, so this is forward. It's the underside of the wing, so we'll flip over. And N-shaped bracket. There's actually double vertical back here. Probably hard to see on camera. That needs to be the aft side of the wing. And point of it. So see how our is doing. It's okay. A little tacky now. Pro tip, don't drop. What did I say? The double bracket needs to be at the back, left side. We don't have much surface area. Probably see me do bidders come back and add a little bit more, just to add some surface area. I'm gonna go find the spots I scraped off. Basically just set it. Spots. Sure that's great. Got it from the back. Seems cut. And if it's not quite on the right vertical, that's okay, because again, the white glue that will allow us to flex it. Again, that way is forward. Fuselage attachment points. The single arm to be forward. Down. Again, I just need to find the cuts. These will need to angle in a little bit, just it's fine. Certainly need investment. Attach this to the left. the right side up. That's good. Well, I guess upside down technically. Side that doesn't screw me open. So I'm actually going to come back to I just added this. Poured out some more glue because it'll be funnier. That to frankly overdo it. Very secure base that again will here probably come back, scrape a little bit off. Wasn't convinced that. That's what we do. Get that last vertical. Again, double bracket needs to be aft. Spot that we supposed to lay flat. Sorry. Come back and do the same thing. It's here. Their bases. Off. Alright, like before, we're going to set this aside to dry for a little bit. Come back and add it to the fuselage. Probably won't get to the floats on stream. It's more of the same. Already an hour and a half in. So, let's look at the 1-inch guns. Much better instructions. Much happier with these already. Let's see what these look like. Barrels. Can't even put it on the flat here. There you go, there you can see it. Those are the barrels. Those are going to be fun. And we've got some photo etching seats and sights and a few odds and ends. Not too bad there. Let's photo etch parts. Let's see what kit parts look like. Very similar to what we saw before. So let's see. Two, four. And then are the receivers. These are some tiny pieces that I don't know. And these others are actually for the rangefinders. Got 4 mounts for the rangefinders. Their cross piece for optics. Associated. I will see if I can build one of the guns and one of gun directors, so that you can see what those look like, and I'll compare them to the kit part at the end. The photo etch, of course. Got a nice plastic bit. Gun directors aside for now. So start with this one here. The base. So many. This is the receiver. tiny. Scripter. Tell which one. See those tiny tinies. They are different. I'm supposed to attempt. I can't see. Wow, that is really see. So this one is our see these. Shot. So I think we need to refer super glue. Sales. Got the things tweet. Slight curve on one side. Jeez. Seems exterior. It's tiny.
Did you get up today? Whoa. And are you doing okay? Whoa. Did you leave it all behind you? Or did you take it away? Whoa.
I said I wasn't gonna.
Life will lead you in the right direction if you let it. Pause and take a second. Oh, I promise that you won't regret it. 'Cause all we had is here. And now all we have 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 is here.
It's launched
All
into.
we have is here. All we have is here.
Let's see if I can. Forever looking. It's so small I can't tell which side's up. Alright. So let's look at the photo etch. One of these guys. Alright, so interestingly, the mount is articulating. My front. So. Seats that we have to fold. This one, it's probably 5-inch gun. Still not sold. Probably just maybe. Expecting to. Say. We'll build 7. Not that I really gained much from it.
Three, two, one.
Right. Whew. Not getting to range fine. S- These are And it's done. Okay, let's see. The other. Search. Parent one string. Not all fun. String review. Sided. Side back. So receivers. Roll. So that's that. Let's go back to well, the 5-inch guns weren't bad. It's built. Compared to these. Quite a bit different. Certainly more complicated. Alright, so it's that. Patience with that. Let's see. Not gonna force you. 4 more of those and 7 more. Off stream, probably. So let's at least get top. Got a couple. Which is unlikely. But again, it's, you guys have suffered that. I'm glad I got these. These are nice. I'm not, because I'm still 100% sold. It's, that's what it's going to be. So, to make up the upper wing to fuselage. Bond to the upper wing, flexible. Overflex it. It's, can be. So we just basically set it down on top. Large structure. Fantastic. So, that part's actually a little easier. I'm gonna come back and add some more glue. And like I did before with some fresh white glue. Toothpick to add some additional support as it dries. That's basically how this runs. Still need the tail stabilizers on yet. Float apparatus. All will be but it's so I don't think it's qualified better strings. So what I've been doing. C. Hopefully you at least got the idea. So that's the hardest part. It's getting this all nicely. Got that. It just needs to dry. Floats, like I said, they go on the same way. Nothing real fancy about those. So we got, doesn't feel like it, but we got quite a bit done. We got the most of the biplane done. The floats are pretty straightforward. Got one of the 5-inch guns, so we figured out how the 5-inch guns work. And we figured out how together. Anti-aircraft bullets. So, a couple hours for all of this. About on par for me. But again, hopefully you can kind of see how things work here. As I said, off stream, I will finish the float plane. So ultimately, this it'll have the floats on it. A little bit more work to do on second float. I will have to duplicate to this guy 4 times. This guy 8 times. So great for me. Otherwise, that's kind of how it runs. So other than just repeating that for a while, there's not much else to do for today. So I think I'm probably going to stream down here, have some dinner. There are a couple odds and ends I'll probably do before I stream next. I need to sand the line between the lower hole and the upper hole. Not quite a clean. Need to remove then prop protectors, prop guards. Do a few other odds and ends like that. Probably prime off camera. But maybe a few. I'll show you that. Some minor assembly left funnels and not stream because it's gonna be that interesting. But I'll do a summary at the beginning of next stream. So with that, I'll just say thanks for hanging out, those who did. If you're watching this on YouTube later, and if you have any questions or comments, please let me know, and I can follow up. So I appreciate your time, and I'll catch you next one.